Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
48, I got you, pup.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check it back.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A yard on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Gain of 14.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is In the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Patriots.
Now a give to White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a gain of
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Newton on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A give to Bell. Into the secondary again, and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Jets.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he stopped immediately there. John Simon in on the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The give is to Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Hauschka on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Hauschka's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. That's what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53 to mark. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again. Newton. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. is Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Patriots.
Ready? 180. Number 53. Pick it up.
First down, here's White. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball, a little frustrated, he didn't make it all the way.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michelle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Off play action. Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They'll give this to Bell running right. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he's one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. White. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Vontez Perfect, the one to get him down.
At the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And that's caught. It's Hogan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the 50, it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
At the 6-yard line.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. On the give is White. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
27-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his...
And Donald going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Flacco looking for his first toss. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Bell, the ball carrier.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Jet.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Gore, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flacco's throw there complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Now Flacco. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
By 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flacco now on 4th. And he will find his man. That's incomplete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
But it'll be second and goal.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's got it to make it 27-13.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 27, Jets 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Demir Bird returning it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2, the Patriots with, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll give this to Bell.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Patriots have it.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
This will be what they call a Harry carry.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Kenyon Barner on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The ball carrier,
Bo Allen on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action, Flacco. That's complete, it's Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a sight that we've been used to seeing throughout his career. A catch and a 1st down for Le'Veon Bell. For a number of years, he was the gold standard in the NFL for running backs catching passes out of the backfield. He had 66 catches last year, which sounds like a down number because his high water mark was 85 in 2017. When he's full go, he's a handful for any defense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's out to the left and complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. First down, Flacco letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go pass again with Flacco. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's... Definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
He was brought down by
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Newton now to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
12.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the pass. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion, Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Passing play, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They do snap it. Flacco now. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slit. Watch the slit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sony Michel, the
In
ball.
order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice. On defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco going deep now for Herndon. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.